actually think that the Leafs were showcasing the kids for Stamkos, do you?
Dude, it's Lou.
I love this team.
I know!
Showtime! Pity point! Whoopsie daisy, this team is ruining my life!
Leafs lose 2-1 to the Tampa Bay Lightning, but that is besides the point. Welcome to the Toronto Maple Leafs, where they don't even need to make a trade on trade deadline day for it to be a carnival. Before we talk about the game, a real quick recap of the trade deadline. They didn't do anything. Well, Steve, they didn't get anything for Brad Boyes or Michael Grabner or P.A. Parento. Alright, they signed Brad Boyes to a $700,000 pro tryout contract. I get that the Devils got something for Stempniak, who was also in that same situation, but getting anything for Brad Boyes would have been winning with house money. Don't get greedy. That, and they have to actually ice players. Michael Grabner! Oh my god, they traded 5 guys for Michael Grabner! Isn't it awful that they didn't get anything for him? Well, what they got was 4 roster spots. Would have been nice to get a pick 2, but they got 4 roster spots. P.A. Parento, that one was a missed opportunity for sure. But he really likes it, and Toronto seems to really like Mike Babcock. I wouldn't be shocked to see him re-signed, and there should be spots available next year. Let me give you a quick out and in list for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Out, Daniel Winnick, James Reimer, Jeremy Morin, Roman Polak, Nick Spalling, Sean Mathias, Dion Phaneuf, Matt Fratton, sort of, Casey Bailey, Ryan Rupert, Cody Donaghy, and a 5th round pick in 2016 that the Leafs got for Corbini and Holzer, so it almost doesn't count. In we got Connor Carrick, Brooks Laich, Alex Stalock, Ben Smith, Raffi Torres, sort of, Colin Smith, Jared Cowan, sort of, Colin Greeting, Milan Mahalik, Tobias Lindbergh, a 2nd round pick from Ottawa in 2017, a 2nd round pick from Washington in 2016, a 2nd round pick from San Jose in 2017, a 2nd round pick from San Jose in 2018, a 4th round pick from Colorado in 2016, and a 4th round conditional pick from San Jose in 2018, and a partridge in a pear tree. That all coming to you, by the way, since February 9th. Alright, so you're doing all the right things as an organization, but still you're just tearing flesh from the bone of this team. There is no reason to go watch the Toronto Maple Leafs live until you debut 7 different dudes in a Leaf uniform. Brooks Laich, Connor Carrick, Ben Smith, Nikita Soshnikov, Zach Hyman, Kasperi Kapanen, and William he's here? Nylander. Shut up, I'm talking about Will! It's Jesse too. Shut up. And I had an opportunity to go to that game. I was offered a ticket, but I didn't go because we recorded the podcast after all the trade deadline coverage. So what I'm trying to say is go and listen to that podcast, because if you don't, I miss William Nylander's NHL debut for nothing. And oh yeah, just a little small asterisk on that. Garrett Sparks getting the start in this game. The future is now. And I was excited and even optimistic from the second I saw the lineup. I mean, people were laughing and pish-poshing at the names on the roster, but guys, it already looks like a better team than it did last week. And there's like half a dozen guys hurt and out of the lineup, not including Nathan Horton and Stefan Rovida. Okay. Talk about the game. It's hard though. Garrett Sparks with an unbelievably busy first period. Wide open net for Steven Stamkos. Okay, he hits the side of the net. Valtteri Filppula has the puck. No! Score on Sparks. He wouldn't Garrett. Sparks with what could have been the Leafs save of the year on that one, and it's still scoreless. Until Tyler Johnson snipes on him, kind of freezing Garrett Sparks. That made me sad. Sparks barely even reacted to that one. I don't know what happened there, but you do see the difference between an NHL shooter and a pretty darn good one, and a goalie who will be good in the NHL, but is not terribly used to seeing NHL shots. And then Tyler Johnson again, snipage! Goes right through Garrett Sparks, and I would hammer him for it, but holy smokes, the Filppula save. Let's go with the 2-0 goal and the Filppula save, cancel each other out. It's 1-0. And from then on, it was the Toronto Marlies basically, like featuring Kadri and Riley and Gardner, versus the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Stanley Cup finalist, currently 2nd place in the Atlantic Division, Tampa Bay Lightning. And Soshnikov, holy smokes, a thorn in the side of Tampa Bay all night. Zach Hyman, just like you see him if you go watch the Marlies, nothing but hard work. He loves going into those corners and messing up your life. William Nylander, Big Willie style, Will Nye the hockey guy. He's got an NHL shot, ladies and gentlemen. And perhaps the most pleasant surprise of the night, kind of stealing the show from Nylander a little bit, Kasperi Kapanen. Could have left this game with at least 2 goals, and he kind of dangled the pants off of 2 Lightning players on the same fucking shift! The great thing with Kapanen is so many people after the Kessel trade, I mean, even I wasn't that hot on the Kessel trade. We're just talking about Kapanen and how that's not great return. He might have a future, but it's not guaranteed. I know it's just one game. I hope you know it's just one game. But holy smokes, what a one game. And not to be outdone, Connor Carrick, bang! Huge hit that he barely even looked like he meant to throw. And then dropping the mitts with JT Brown and getting his face messed up. Welcome to the NHL! So the Marlies, the Marleafs, whatever you want to call them, they're getting their scoring chances. They are crunching the Lightning. They are taking pieces out of a legitimate NHL playoff team. And then Kadri snipes on Vasilevsky to bring the Leafs within one. And they bring it all the way down to the last minute. The goalie's pulled. The Leafs have the puck in the Tampa Bay zone. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness! Not quite. And they lose the game. But no one else is here. Okay. Well, anyway, it was very good and inspirational. And it's just such a shame, you know, because the Marlies really looked like they were poised to do something good. But, you know, then the Leafs called up all their players and, you know, they're not very good anymore. And by that, I mean they won 4-0 today. And they're going to send those guys back for the playoffs. Woo! There was nothing not encouraging about this game, frankly. Even Babcock looked optimistic after this one. And by the way, you got to admit this season has been taking a strip out of Babcock. Doesn't it look like that? Yeah, well, you know, we're doing all the right things. I'm dead inside. But, you know, if we just keep working hard. Did he say he's dead inside? And after this one, he's talking about people individually and how they impressed him. I couldn't go to this game live. I wish I could have, but my wife went to this game and she said she saw so many empty seats. And it's just so disappointing to me because look, I know the team's in last place. Believe me, I know. But if you couldn't get excited for this game with this lineup, are you even in? Are you in for the rebuild? Are you in? Are you even a Leaf fan? I mean, look at how I'm talking. Look at my face. I haven't been sad once this video and they lost the game. I haven't been this excited for the Leafs in weeks, months, maybe years. So maybe I need to calm down. I hit myself again. I keep doing that. It's just one game. It's just one game in what looks like could be a pretty lengthy rebuild. But if I'm going to do a video after each individual game, I might as well talk about how happy this one made me, regardless of the result. A couple questions of the game. One, who impressed you the most? Or if you all have the same answer, whatever. What impressed you about the new guys individually? How about Brooks Lake or Ben Smith? No one seems to be talking about them, but they're new too. Do you share my excitement? When was the last time you were this excited for the Leafs? So that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. Like I said, brand new Panago Pizza Steve Dangle podcast. Please actually listen to this one. Even if you've never listened to it before. And, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I should have a couple Marlies items coming up in the Toronto Star coming up. I don't know if it's going to be in the paper. It might just be online. And next time I see you, Leafs first Capitals. All right, kids. We'll see how you do.